Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
It depends on what version of me he wants. So I make about $80,000 a year. So if he wants someone that's like equal and he's not looking for someone, I guess, too submissive, then he can make the same amount of me as me. If he wants someone that's fully in their feminine energy, then yes, he needs to make at least double.
Okay, so if he wants, so either he can make 80K or 160K. So at 160K, what kind of woman do you show up as?
Just completely submissive.
You are not completely submissive if your submissiveness depends on how much the man makes.
One of those women that do everything. I'm one of those women that study my man, or, you know what I'm saying, I know what he wants when he wants it. He's not having to ask me to go make him a sandwich because I'm already making one. He's not asking me to pack his bag because it's already done. You know, he's not telling me the things that he wants because I've studied him and I make sure they're done, you know, on point.
But this is the 160K package. You don't get that package at 80K?
Not as much, no.
Stop it. Get some help.
So you are not a whole woman, but you are a 2-in-1 woman, because you are one woman when he makes 80K and you are another type of woman when he makes 160K. Okay, gotcha.
No, I still would do things for you, of course. But if I'm also focusing on half the bills and making as much money as, you know, both of us are bringing in, then no, I don't have as much mental capacity for that.
I have now come to the conclusion that many women that call into Kendra G's show are delusional. Many of them have mental health issues. A lot of them are not living in reality. They have unrealistic expectations. It's bad. And this is why many women are losing in relationships and we are not seeing results. Hey everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this guest that showed up on Kendra G's show. She talks about being submissive, but only if he makes a certain amount of money. It's either you're submissive or you're not. Money should not be a motivation to whether you're submissive or the amount of submissiveness that you have. You're either submissive or you're not. And then we as women, we don't understand our nature. We are helpmates, helpmeets, whatever you want to call it. You are a helper. So you have inside of you talents and abilities and words of affirmation to help your man become who he needs to be in this life, who he needs to be for your children, who he needs to be for you, who he needs to be for your family, for your community. You have that inside you. That's why God called you a helper. So when you get with a man who has a great work ethic, who has ambition, who has morals and values, because you're supposed to be looking at those things. And with your gifts and your talents and abilities, even if he's making $20,000, he won't stay there forever. He won't stay there. He's going to go up further because you're pushing him forward with what the tools that God has given you. But if you're not doing that, you're not helping him in that way. I mean, I'm not saying doing it for him, but pushing him, doing it, and then let him, you know, hey, give him advice right here. Show him something that he didn't see, and then he does it. You're helping him. Now, if you're not doing it, that means you're probably a contentious woman. And you know what the Bible says about being a contentious woman. And you think it didn't get any more crazier? Watch this.
Could he have other women at each tax bracket?
The higher, maybe. The lower, not so much.
Okay. 80K, you cannot have no more women. 160K, it could be a conversation.
Yeah, it could be.
And this is another reason why many women are losing in relationships, because they don't know what to look for in a mate. But in particular, looking at the person's character, what makes good character, what makes bad character. If you are willing to share your man with another woman or child, another man, you are not considering his character. And most of those relationships where people are willing to share their mate, somebody will always end up being very, very unhappy. It may seem fun at first, but then in the long run, somebody is very, very unhappy. This young lady is 25. and she lives in the land of rebellion. So it makes sense why she have this type of distorted relationship ideologies, this view of relationship that she has. But with that type of with these type of ideologies, how will you ever be able to be in a healthy relationship, healthy, loving relationship? Doesn't make any sense. And I don't know who's giving her advice, where she's getting advice from. Is she have people giving her advice, or she's getting it from social media? But obviously it's not good. Anyway, that's all I had to say on the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.